Hello everybody, my name is Andy and I am the Village Idiot, and welcome to the Parish Notice Board here on Sunday, December the 19th. Now I've got a special guest with me this week. You all wanted to see some more of Mrs. TVI and here we are. Nikki is with me for this episode. It's a special episode this week and you may have noticed we've got our Christmas tree in the background. There's no guess can't even say it. There's no guess where I am this week because we are right here in our home in front of the Christmas tree. I will give you though the answer to last week. I think most people got this. I was on the A1. Well done to everyone who said the A1. I started at Markham Moor Services and drove up the A1 all the way up towards Doncaster. I was on my way home from Bassetlaw at the time. Right, so the first thing I want to talk about this week is to do with an issue with a couple of the West Lindsey videos you'll be seeing in the new year. I've already filmed the first 5 of these, and this issue actually came about through something a little bit weird. I was editing the first couple, and I noticed that for some reason at the end of every shot, the picture sort of tilts to the right or to the left, depending on which way I'm bringing the camera down. I think I've worked out what the problem is, so it should be okay, but it's just those first West Lindsey ones of next year where there'll be this issue. You may have also noticed it in the recent Holmesfield episode as well, because it affected that one as well. I think it's something to do with the camera settings. I think I did something to them, but yeah, not a major issue.
I don't know, you've only had the GoPro a year.
I know, I've only had it a year, yeah, and you know, I've kind of got used to it, I suppose.
I thought you'd have got the TV problem sorted out by now, Andy. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I suppose. Anyway, that's an issue that's with a couple of West Lindsey ones. I'll try and minimise it as much as I can, but yeah, there you go. Right, the next thing I want to talk about stems from an East Riding episode that went out a couple of weeks ago. That was the Bubwith episode, and there's going to be people screaming at me watching this video saying it's not pronounced Bubwith, it's not pronounced Bubwith. Yes, okay, I know it's pronounced Bubwith, and Brayton is actually pronounced Breton. I want to talk a little bit about pronunciations because I'm getting this quite a lot, that people are saying this is pronounced like this is pronounced like that. But I also think of it like this: if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm not the only person who will be out there.
I think that could be some of the issue, because you can see how a place name is written and you would pronounce it phonetically. Yeah. You know, it's very hard to actually find a audio file so you can actually narrow down the actual pronunciation, isn't it? This stems back to Creswell. I've even just called it Creswell just then because I always knew it as Creswell, and people saying no, it's pronounced Creswell. And even so, I mean, I've always pronounced it like that, and it's like I said, I'm not going to be the only person in the world who's going to call it that. So as far as pronunciation goes, I'm always going to pronounce it how I would. Okay, but of course everyone's free to comment, you know, and tell me that it's something else to the locals, but remember, I'm not local. Okay, the next thing is to do with the best video polls. So the Selby one went out on Friday because the last video in that series this year has gone out. The East Riding one went out yesterday, and the Wakefield one will be coming out later today. We've just a cat's come to join us. This is Angel. You may have seen her at the end of a Parish Notice Board a few weeks ago. So I think there was somebody out there who wanted to see more of Angel. So you've got 2 for the price of 1 now. You've got the cat and you've got the missus. She's just wondering what the heck we're doing.
It's all very, it's a bit sort of weird for the cat to see us doing this in the front room. It's not somewhere we usually do it.
Yeah, it's not my style.
Yeah. So the best video polls, they will continue to come out for the rest of next week. You'll have the West Lindsey one tomorrow. On Monday you won't have one on Tuesday, because on Tuesday that's the last Chesterfield episode, and I'm going to lump them together with North East Derbyshire. You'll get that on Wednesday, and you'll get the Bassetlaw one on Thursday, and then we'll have a grand final at some point in the new year. I would have thought. Right, okay, the next thing is to do with the coming week. It's not the last notice this week. Right, so there's only a few more days left to Christmas. And next week I've only got plans to film one solitary place next week, and that will come next Tuesday. And that is South Kirby and Moorthorpe. For the third time of asking, I will finally get there and get that one crossed off the Wakefield list. But that's the only one I've got planned for next week. However, while we're talking about future filming, that is the last bit of filming I'll be doing this year. But I will restart again in January, and I already know what day I'm going to restart, and it's a very specific day. It will be Thursday, January the 6th. If you live in North Lincolnshire, then you might have a guess as to why it's January the 6th. But if you don't know, it's to do with
I think I know what you're doing that day.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, even the missus knows. I'll keep you in the dark for now. But
little surprise there.
Yeah, all I'll say is it will be a very, very special episode, and it's one that will probably take me all day to film, despite the fact that the village in question is not all that big. All I'm going to say is
I'm working that day, isn't it?
All I'm going to say is if I get a little bit too involved in the event that's going on during that day, I may end up quite mucky.
We'll probably go for a burn.
So yeah, so the clues are, if you live in North Lincolnshire, you'll probably know what it is. If you don't, have a Google search for North Lincolnshire, January the 6th, and see if you can find what I'll be doing on that day. My plans for the last couple of months have revolved around this day for, ages and ages. I've planned everything around this. Northeast Derbyshire had to be finished this year so that I had space for North Lincolnshire to start for it. So yeah, it's a big one, that one. So hopefully you'll all enjoy it. Right, moving on.
You come home mucky and I'm showering you in the yard.
Oh dear, I'm going to leave that in the video. Right, okay, so now we come to the next thing, and it's also the penultimate thing of this video. And for this, yeah, it's over to Nikki. So, Nikki, the floor is yours.
Stop shouting.
I'm not shouting. I'm not shouting. This is how I normally...
Wow.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because I'm used to being outside.
Yeah.
And because I'm outside normally, I've got the wind rushing in my face, I've got traffic rushing by, and I'm having to shout at the camera. I don't need to do that.
Probably you'll end up with you being really, really loud and me being really, really quiet.
Well, maybe you ought to turn the volume up then a little bit. Anyway, this next thing, it's over to the wife floor.
Okay, so I have actually got more than one thing that I want to talk about. He doesn't know about this, by the way. So whether it stays in or not, I don't know. First one is...
Well, I'm the one editing this. So.
Shut up. For God's sake, you had your turn. Hush. The first thing is, to those people that did say they wanted to see me again in a video, thanks for that. Hi, I'm here. And hopefully next year I will go out and do a bit more filming with Andy, my job permitting, and issues around schools, childcare, work, and a partridge in a pear tree, given it's the festive season. Then yes, I'm hopefully going to be out and about again. So if you are following on Instagram, just be aware that if you are making a comment, then it's either me or my daughter who will respond to you, and we will respond as though we are Andy, although he does know about the comments and things. He's a complete insta-dunce, so we have to do it for him.
I don't do Instagram.
No, so we have to do it for him. But obviously everything that goes on there he knows about and is aware of comments and followers and all the rest of it. Those of you who have hit the follow button on there so far, thank you very much. And if you haven't and you do have an Instagram account, we tend to put on a daily video, usually a daily video, depending on the daughter, of a most recent release. And sometimes we also might put a picture in there, something a little bit different, something from the archive, and so on and so forth.
A classic.
Yeah, a classic one. So it's not all just about the new releases. There's other stuff on there too, like when we went Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
So,
There
was a few other bits and pieces on there.
Yeah.
So the last thing that I want to say about today, and it's probably the most important thing, is that we have decided, as a big thank you to everybody who has supported Andy, and really I should be winning this because I'm the biggest flipping support of all.
Yeah, you are, but I can't do this for you, can I? Go on.
I get my prize in other ways, but we decided we're going to have a giveaway, and It's not much in the grand scheme of things, but what we thought we'd do is we would offer a £25 UK pound, Great Britain pound sterling, however you want to put it, gift card to one of 3 UK stores. And we decided to offer it out like this to give people a choice. We realised that just after Christmas, sometimes people might be having a hard time. Some people might want a little treat, and some people might be doing things around the house. So it's all down to you on what you want from it. So for UK residents aged 18 and over, it has to be 18 and over, so we can obtain your postal address if required. We would like to offer a £25 gift card to one of 3 stores. Those are WH Smith, which is the stationery and books retailer, would you say?
Yeah, generally.
Yeah, Wilkinson's, Wilko's home and garden shop, and Tesco's, which is one of the British, the UK's main supermarket. So before the 31st of December.
I think that's what we discussed, yeah. So before New Year's Eve.
So if you comment on this video below with the word, somewhere in your comment, the word parish, do not put giveaway, do not put freebie or anything like that. Just somewhere in your comment, write the word parish.
And if you want, you can put which one yours is too. So I know where you're from.
Yeah, absolutely. The reason why we're saying no giveaway or freebie or anything like that is because otherwise we'll get lots of people who are bots, or lots of bots coming on and making comments and trying to win this prize. Yes, it's definitely a YouTube problem. Yeah. And we want to ensure that this goes to somebody who does support the channel. So if you would like to be in with the opportunity to win it, by the 31st of October, write in the comment box just below the word parish within your comment, and where it's from, where you are, or which parish you're from, or your favourite parish.
Or you may be in an unparished area, even so.
As long as the word parish is involved somewhere, you'll be entered into the giveaway. We'll use a YouTube random comment picker and then reach out to you once we've made the draw in the next parish notice board and sort out how to get your prize to you.
Incidentally, the next parish notice board will be January the 2nd. It will actually come before any more videos come out next year. That will kick it off, basically.
Yeah, so hence closing this on the 31st. It gives us a couple of days to sort out the comments, put them through a random comment picker and film that as well. Yeah. And then we can insert it in the video. And it's sort of instead of a guess where I am, we can have a guess who's won.
Yeah, I suppose that might work. I don't know. Because obviously I can't give you an answer for this one because you know where we are. And I'll probably be filming this one at home as well because, like I say, I'm not filming again till January the 6th. So, that's not a bad idea, that. I'll go with that. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this week and it for the year. And this has been a crazy year. I mean, I began this whole adventure on January the 14th this year. Because of you, yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. This was the thing about it. It was my birthday on the 12th, and he got the present.
And I got the present, yeah, which was this GoPro that I'm currently talking to right now. I don't really know what to say. I started this in January the 14th, and I couldn't have imagined that it would have got to this stage by Christmas. It's unbelievable. I mean,
what have you had so far? You've had weekends away, you've had weeks away filming
all sorts,
various areas. Yeah. I've also said to you, we're going somewhere, we've got a couple of places where we've been. I said, right, you stop on the way there or the way back and film.
And I think
your interest.
I think the great thing about it is that I've been to places that I've never been to before. I've learned so much myself. I mean, you guys often tell me that I've taught you things, but I've learned so much. It's that's something else as well. If you've been around since the beginning, you'll be able to agree with that. I mean, I've learned that much. I mean, it's got to the point now that when I get to a place, I can instantly recognise something that I've seen before, and I can tell you exactly what it is, and I couldn't do that before. It just makes my job a bit easier.
And certainly from my perspective as well, I've seen a huge difference as well, because you're out and about, you're doing stuff that you really, really enjoy. You're not sort of sat there playing Football Manager. I will grass you up on that.
That's what I used to do, yeah. Okay, it's all coming out in this video, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So you'll not invite me in quickly soon, will you?
No, not really, no. No, it's going to be like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know, and obviously we've had all the media interest.
Yeah, that's been stunning.
TV, and vapors. And
but I mean, as
so on and so forth.
as much as that, all that's been amazing. I think the most amazing thing is just how many of you have been interested in this, and how many of you have actually supported me. I mean, I could name drop. I've got at least 5 people's names in my head right now that I could easily blurt out and say thank you for this, and this. There's to be fair, there's more than that, but there are 5 that stick out.
Name drops.
But even so, regardless of how much you've supported, how much you've commented, how much information you've given me, how much, anything, from buying me a coffee to just, just talking to me about anything.
PM with something.
Absolutely, it's all down to you. I mean, and the fact that this can carry on into next year is totally and utterly down to you guys, and I'm so thankful for it. And I just can't wait for 2022, and you, and Nikki, of course, and you will see more of her next year.
Are you sure after this video?
Yes, I'm sure. Right, I think this notice board has probably gone on far too long now. It's definitely longer than normal.
Yeah, I hope you all had a cup of tea at the beginning, and it's not gone cold by the end.
You've probably all forgotten about the actual notices now. The ones that I had before, all
Yeah, but I'm sure you refresh it into the box below, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose so.
If in doubt, box below.
Anyway, that's it for the parish notice board for this year. There aren't any more. There are still 5 more videos to come out, plus the Christmas special, so 6. So look for those next week. They'll be up in the usual slots as always, and then on Christmas Eve you'll get the Christmas special, and that is it for the year of 2021. And I've been Andy, also known as the Village Idiot, and Nikki has been Mrs. TVI, who's been an absolute fantastic support all year, and you guys have been amazing all year as well.
Wishing you all a very
Merry Christmas. And shall we do it together?
Yeah, we did.
No, we're out. Shall we do it together?
If you want.
All right.
And we're out.